Hey everybody, Peter Gantner here, and wow, 2 years of a bear market, and I know as a crypto enthusiast, it has been rough. But who it has been rougher on are the people that have been moving projects forward, that have been putting in the time, putting in the work, putting in the effort, and then just moving these things along. And so what we want to be able to do is bring you projects that have made it all the way through the bear market and have not had any attention poured on them yet. These are projects that have less than a 1 million market cap. And of course, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. It's for educational and entertainment purposes. However, I've put a team of people to research tokens that are sub $1 million that seem to have real teams, technology, and the possibility of going somewhere in the future. And we're going to cover a few of those tokens. The first one we are going to cover is Swingby. Swingby, interesting project that I found. You can see here that Swingby is a $621,000 market cap. And some of the things that we want to look for, I look for when I'm reviewing and looking at a token is, first of all, what's their volume? Now, Swingby has a pretty low volume, $2,512 in volume, and we have the market cap there on that. So what we can do is, let's go look and see how long Swingby has actually been in the marketplace. So let's go to all here. We're going to go to all, and we're going to see that it actually entered onto CoinMarketCap at least on August of 2020. So this project has been around for 3 years. So it has proved a little over 3 years. So it has proven that it has some lasting staying power. I go here and I look and go, wow, all-time high, $1.03. There was a point in time when this had support from a community of people that helped drive it up to here, because you notice it wasn't on launch. This was after launch. It had this high here, and it rode this for a little bit of time frame here. We're talking about from February to about May there. So there was a gap in there where it had high volume. You can see right here, well, I need it to stay there, close to $1 million, 900,000 in volume. At the peak, it was up in that 3, 4, almost $10 million range. So let's go look and see what Swingby does. So first of all, there's 925 million total supply, and the max supply is that. So this is a good sign, guys. All of these tokens just about have been put in the marketplace. You have the fully diluted market cap 660 and 621 is there. So there's not a big gap there. So there's not going to be a lot of tokens that are dumped in the marketplace by any investors or holders. We can see that it's on Ethereum. So first of all, let's go see what exchanges it's on. So you can scroll down here to the bottom. We can see that it's on Probit, MEXC, and Poloniex are the exchanges where you can get it right now in the marketplace. So it is on some exchanges. It's not on any of the major centralized exchanges at this point. So that's something that could possibly happen down the road that could help drive the token value. Let's jump out to the website here. I already have it pulled up here. So what is Swingby? Swingby, the Bitcoin bridge protocol to move Bitcoins into wrapped BTC. So to be able to move it from bridge to bridge, so Bitcoin from one chain to the next is what it's there for. It's 100% trustless. There's no price slippage. That's very good. And it works with all wallets. That's another plus right there on it. They, of course, do have their app out. We're going to go look on there. They've actually done quite a bit of transactions already. They've got a great list of partners they've partnered with in order to move things forward. So they've got solid partners, solid project. It seems like it has real utility behind it. Let's jump out onto their Twitter page. All right. So here we are on X, formerly known as Twitter, and we can start to go through and we can see that they have 34,000 fans. So, good number on there. And that's probably the reason why they had that 2020 push back in the day. But we can scroll down, and actually what we're going to do is, this is a lot about their buyback. They have a buyback where fees from the transactions that are taking place of swapping from Bitcoin to Rat Bitcoin are actually being used to buy back the Swingby token. And they just had a 2.2 million buyback from the DAO. So we can see that that went well and it got pushed. That's the second buyback. So they're buying back tokens. But let's jump down a little bit into their feed where we start to get into some of the more interesting stuff here. So the second buyback, let's go down a little bit further here, and we can start to look at the functionality, the usable. On November 20th, it's an absolute pleasure, Swingby, to contribute to the growth of BTC. Swingby has helped swap close to 8,000 Bitcoins to DeFi since its inception. So there are transactions taking place. People are using it. So they're buying back tokens. Transactions are taking place. So it's a functionable project with business. We can come down here and see we saw 500K worth of Bitcoin being swapped in the last 5 days. So there's continuous swapping of Bitcoin back in November 17th. So we can see that this project is being used. It has functioning stuff. Now, of course, I know when I'm playing these, when I bought my small amount, I know I'm taking some risk. But what I'm looking at personally myself, again, not a financial advisor, I'm looking at that risk reward, right? A team that has stuck it out through this entire bear market. They've continued to keep their project up and running. And by the way, guys, the landscape is littered with thousands and tens of thousands of projects where the teams have abandoned them through this bear market. And they'll pop back in and say, oh, by the way, here we are. I want to find the ones that have stuck it out, that have continued to put there, and that have utility usage that's there in place. So that is Swingby, guys. We're going to be launching about 20 videos over the next 7 to 10 days. Also, we're going to do a follow-up video on Swingby when in about 3, maybe 5 weeks, sometime in there. Because what we're going to do is we're going to create a new video, and then we're going to go back and we're going to check on it in the next 4, 5, 6 weeks, give you guys updates on these. We're looking forward to it. I'm hoping we can produce, 50, 100, 200 videos, all on these low cap projects that have teams, that have some potential to them, that have functioning or working projects, or are close to functioning and working products. So thanks for joining me today. I look forward to delivering more content like this. If you like it, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell button so you can follow and see every time we come out with one of these new videos. Remember, do your own research.